Oh, good morning, drivers. Man, my neck hurts. I've slept funny. All right, so here we go. We got storm coming through the southeast. Basically, Louisiana all the way across to, what's that called? North Carolina. So across Tennessee, Mississippi, Alabama, Kentucky, right? There's a storm. It's not looking like it's carrying any ice or snow, but directly behind it is cold weather, which could lead into freezing behind it, right? So even though the storm may be clear, you may have a little bit of ice happening, especially if you get through it and it's nighttime. So just be real cautious in those areas. Everywhere else is actually pretty clear, with the exception of the winds are still high out in the across the 80-90 corridor, in Arizona, New Mexico, West Texas, California. You know, the whole, basically where the windmills are, right, all the way up the country in the is that considered the Midwest, the Central states? Anyway, that whole area, the winds are still high in those areas. The Northwest, there's some storms, right? So you've got some snow coming in. There's a bunch of rain, and the winds are picking up in it. Obviously, be extra cautious in those areas. And then in the South, the deep South, right? Florida, Georgia, Louisiana, parts of Louisiana, you've got very heavy fog covering. It's starting to burn off now, but you've still got very heavy fog. Which leads me to my safety point, my safety message, right? This time of year, right, just about everywhere in the country, as the weather starts to fluctuate, right, it warms up and cools down, warms up and cools down, you're looking at peak season for animals, right? So animals are going to be out near the roads. They're going to be crossing the roads, especially at the dusk and dawn time frames, right? Just be real cautious, okay? The animals are bigger out west, right? Specifically elk and bison and antelope and things like that. Out east, you're going to have a lot more herds of deer, right? And so you're going to get 4 or 5 of them at a time. And so at any point, one of them could rush across. Pennsylvania, New York are probably the 2 biggest ones, just because there's nowhere for them to run away to. So I want to say it's the Pennsylvania Turnpike that actually has more animal strikes per day than anywhere else. Anyway, it's somewhere up in the Northeast. So just be real careful in those areas, especially this time of year. We're looking at some pretty heavy animal traffic, specifically this year, where people weren't in the areas last year. Could increase more traffic this year. All right, guys, that's all I have. Drive safe. Call us if you need something. Today's payday. Talk to you later.